Hey guys, Cameron with CB Reviews here, and I am not in my normal setting. I'm actually at my parents' house for the holidays. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, or if you don't celebrate it, I still hope that you have a great day. But I'm here to talk to you about some Black Lightning episodes. I know I said that I was kind of done with it, and I didn't actually recommend season 1 for various reasons, but I decided I really haven't seen anybody talking about it, so I will go back. I'll watch the show, give you an update on what's going on, and kind of tell you, is it worth getting back into if you fell off? Before I get into this review, a few things that I want to talk about. Number one, thank you to all of my subscribers for watching my content, liking my content, and enjoying it. If you're a fan of this kind of content where I review movies, talk about television shows, trailer reactions, that sort of thing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to get on board every single time I post a video, hit that notification bell. That way you are notified every single time I post a video. And the second thing that I want to talk about is that I've got a new shirt design. This one pays homage to Stan Lee. And yes, it has a similar theme to other ones, but this one does not include Deadpool or Wolverine or Captain America, but actually includes characters that he helped co-create, like the Fantastic Four, like the X-Men, like Daredevil. Yeah, those classic characters. Let me go back into that Black Lightning. The first 4 episodes are all kind of done in a book of sorts, and this one is called The Book of Consequences. I've watched all 4 of the first episodes, and I think that the episodes, as far as how they're categorized, are poorly titled. I don't feel like this is a book of consequences. I feel like this is a book of cause, because there are a lot of things that are set in motion to have other things happen that will have a greater impact in comparison to what's going on now. There's some things that happen with Anissa. She's pulling this whole Robin Hood act where she's stealing money from criminals, usually dealing with kind of gun trades or drug trades, and she's giving it to the church to help out with like lawyer fees for the parents whose kids are in the pods. If you watch the finale, you know what I'm talking about. And she also does it again when dealing with a clinic that's in fear of shutting down that is good for the community. But we don't see any consequence so much from this. What we see is a setup for something really bad to happen, because it looks like they're going to figure out who she is or who her dad is, which happens to be Black Lightning. Another cause that happens, they make Jefferson Pierce step down from principal of Garfield, and so now he's just a teacher, and the replacement is kind of a huge prick. And they set up some things about how they're going to interact, and it's a lot like oil and vinegar. They are not mixing well at all. And then of course there's Jen's powers manifesting, and how Khalil is trying to get in touch with her. And for the first 3 3/4 episodes, she does not reply to him, but in the last part of episode 4, she finally gives in, and they're now talking. And so there are a lot of things going on that are going to cause big consequences, but we don't see anything huge happen. We do see Tobias Wells start to rise in power. We see the spotter that the ASA have try to tango with Tobias, and she ends up actually dying. So there are a lot of things going on, and they try to make this dynamic work. But the problem that I have with the show, and it's the problem that I had with season 1, is that even though they have this family dynamic with the kids that have the powers and the dad who's the principal, he has powers, it still just seems so dreadfully boring. And I really hate that. Look, this is one of the only black superhero shows on TV. We had Luke Cage, but it got canceled. So now we have Black Lightning. And they have a dynamic that we really don't see that much of, where it's not just some ragtag group of people that really don't have much in common, except for, say, they have some extra power. And it's not just some group of heroes that are brought together by some common foe. We've got an actual family that's doing this. And it still comes off as boring. Like, I understand that they're trying to do something interesting with this, especially since it's a black family, but I really am not that interested. I want to be, and like I said, there are things that are happening in the episode, but there's just something missing, and I don't know what it is. They have a compelling villain. I'll give them that. Tobias Whale as a villain is great, and I just wish that there was a little bit more meat, not to him, but to the opposition. And perhaps I'm being too harsh. If I am, please, by all means, let me know, and because I'm still gonna watch it. But having said all that, I really hope that this next book changes or turns the story on its head and gives me a little bit more of what I'm wanting, which is that something special that I can say, you've got to watch this show. Because as of right now, we don't have it yet. And everybody that I've talked to about it said that they started watching it and they dropped off. And every single time they tell me that, I say, I completely understand. So that's kind of like my talk about Black Lightning, the Book of Consequences. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with all your friends. And as always, this is Cameron with CBN Reviews. We'll see you next time.
What's happening to this family? It's not normal.
This is not the life I wanted for you.
And my life's mission to track down all the people you love.
Checkmate.